Peep, you're currently on a self-improvement mission. You're currently on a mission to change your life for the better. You're tired of your life. You're tired of, struggling day after day, month after month, year after year. Excuse me. But the point is, you're struggling. Now, I've talked a lot about self-improvement habits. I talked a lot about bad habits that can actually be detrimental to your success. But what are some of the best self-improvement habits? In this video, I'm going to be ranking 4 self-improvement habits from the best habit to, I would say, the least effective habit. All of them classified as self-improvement habits, but we're going to be ranking them from best to worst. So buckle up, make sure you stay tuned for this video because it can be life-changing to you, and make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss videos like this and you don't miss opportunities to level up your life. Let's go. Listen, big bro, I'm starting. Bro, are you even alive anymore?
You could do so.
What's going on, man? Still ain't dropping nothing. No music. Well, man, I'll have a word with you later. What's up, guys, and welcome to ITN Global, your favorite source of self-motivation, self-improvement. As I said, today's video is going to be exclusively about bad habits, but with a twist. We're going to be ranking these habits from the best habit to the worst self-improvement habit, or the least effective self-improvement habit. Now, without wasting your time any further, my number one, the best self-improvement habit that you can adopt is reading. And yeah, this may be unexpected, this may be boring, but as I said in previous videos, reading opens your mind up to so many new possibilities and so many new concepts and so many new ideas. Sometimes you just have to kind of read something that you didn't expect at all for the day, and you read a motivational book and all of a sudden you get an idea. You get a flash of intuition that actually compels you to take action. As I mentioned before, the best books to read are going to be 5 a.m. Club. They're going to be How to Gain Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie. It's going to be The Richest Man of Babylon. Those types of books. Some of them are self-improvement, some of them are almost novelish, but they have a lesson in there for you to achieve success. So start out, as I said, by reading 1 book a month at least. NANITE? And once you get the hang of it, and once you get into that zone, you can ramp it up to 2 or 3 books a month. But I say this with confidence. When I started reading, it really opened my mind up. It really, told me that I'm kind of living a lie and I can do better. So the best self-improvement habit, number 1 for today, is going to be reading. Let's go. Let's move on.
10 seconds later.
In second place, we have, drumroll, exercise. So exercise, I've talked about this a lot also. Now, many people think the benefits of exercise are only limited to the physical benefits, right? To building muscle, to losing fat. But actually, most people prefer to exercise due to mental reasons, due to keeping them sane, keeping their minds occupied, keeping the blood pumping throughout their body so that they can be at their most effective. And oftentimes, if you go do a bit of research and do a bit of reading, you'll find that exercise is actually one of the best ways to enhance blood flow throughout the body.
You could do so.
Which means that your mind is going to be operating at peak capacity. You're going to be sharper than ever. Now, I recommend starting off with a very light routine, whether it be yoga, whether it be stretching, whether it be walking the dog around the block. Start off very light. I'm not saying, become a pro athlete, become Mr. Olympia, become Miss Olympia, whatever it may be. But start off with something that you enjoy. Sometimes I do a little bit of, even in the form of meditation and stretching. That is also a form of exercise that you can participate in, as long as you do something that gets your blood running throughout the body, because that will keep your mind sharp. Now, as I said, keep it simple. and keep it to something that you enjoy. Because oftentimes, you know, many people, they get into an exercise regime and they start to regret it because they're not really loving the exercises that they do. They're not really loving the type of training that they do. So my recommendation is start with something that you absolutely love doing, whether it's walking the dog, whether it's just speed walking, whatever it is. Let's move on. Today's third, I almost said I don't know what that was. In today's third place, we have waking early. Now, this is in the third place because yes, it's a very good habit to have. It's a very good habit to get a head start on 99% of other people. But you know, I've realized that waking early does not necessarily translate to increased productivity, because most people, they manage to wake up early, but then it's like you're laying there half an hour later still in the bed scrolling through your phone. I've been guilty of this myself, and that's why I know it. Now, waking early in order for it to be really effective, it has to be paired with discipline. It has to be paired with, okay, I wake up early, I do my meditation, I go through my to-do list for the day, and I'm ready for the day. Other than, you know, just, waking up early and then just falling back asleep again. That's not going to bring anyone anything. So make sure that even though you wake early, make sure that you pair it with some responsibility and some discipline. When you wake up, and that's why I always say, right, if your phone is used as your alarm, I would say put your phone on a table across the room so that you need to get up in order to snooze it, because then you're already up, instead of just sitting it next to your bedside and then just snoozing it that way and just going back to sleep. That's an effective, just a simple tip for you guys. So if your alarm clock is your phone, I would recommend putting it across the room so that you physically need to get up in order to snooze it. Just a small little trick that you can start to implement in order to really get the most out of waking early. Let's move to our least effective habit. Today's worst self-improvement habit, how ironic, is letting loose. And you always get people that say, oh, you're stressing so much, we should go out and party, you should go out and do this and drink and smoke. Now, listen, I'm not saying that you should be prudent, you should sit at home the whole day, but letting loose or engaging in, partying, alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be, that type of thing is not going to help you. That type of thing is more of a dopamine rush than it is a self-improvement habit. Although some people do classify it as a self-improvement habit for some odd reason. But, letting loose, quote unquote, is not, in the long run, it's not sustainable, right? Because you're going to go out, you're going to feel amazing, you're going to forget about your problems, and then, the next morning when you wake up with a massive hangover, you're going to be sitting with the same problems, if not worse. So I would recommend, not engaging in this type of behavior. Like I said, occasionally, it's fine. We're all human, but don't make it a habit. Don't do it, every weekend. That's just my personal opinion. You can do what you want. But from experience, doing it every weekend, you lose track of your goals. You lose sight of what is actually important in life, because you're only focused on the next weekend and the weekend thereafter, because you know that you're going to be able to let loose and forget about your problems. And then when a new week rolls by, well, your problems are still there and you're still screwed. So my best to worst self-improvement habits. If you agree with this list, please let me know in the comment section. If you disagree with this list, please also let me know in the comment section, and make sure you subscribe. I will see you next time.